Breaking at 5, we have just learned there will be no fans allowed at the Final Four or throughout the NCAA tournament.
Wow.
The state of Georgia tries to keep coronavirus outbreak from spreading further. So again, no fans as we were hosting the Final Four here in our city.
That is a stunning development,
It's a big development.
Unprecedented and shocking. In the last 30 minutes, we have learned of more reported cases involving schools. Fulton County says another teacher at Woodland Middle School is now tested positive, so it is extending how long that school is going to be closed.
Kincaid Elementary in Cobb County will also now be closed for 14 days starting tomorrow. This is a new case that has been reported there.
And in FLOYD County, a worker there, a school worker, is also tested positive. Schools there are already on holiday for the rest of the week. We are dedicated to giving you the facts and trying to keep all of it in perspective. So before we dive into everything tonight, we want to talk about the questions that we are getting when it comes to reported cases here in Georgia. Joe Hankey taking a closer look for us.
Well, Jeff and Cheryl, the Georgia Department of Public Health previously pointed us to its website here to get the latest count of COVID-19 cases. This is how it looked most of today, reading 6 confirmed, 16 presumptive cases of COVID-19 in Georgia. We asked questions this morning about the numbers. Then around 2 p.m., this is what happened. Those numbers disappeared from the website altogether. It's the first time we've seen this happen since we started tracking cases. The state last updated its numbers around 11 p.m. last night, including a county-by-county breakdown of confirmed versus presumptive cases. That is what you're seeing on the screen right now, with the most confirmed cases in Fulton, most presumptive cases in Cobb County. What's the difference? The Department of Health spokeswoman says per FDA directions, a case is only deemed confirmed if the test results have been verified by the CDC or a commercial lab. Presumptive positives come from state public health lab testing that still needs to be validated by the CDC. Those patients, though, are still isolated and monitored the same as confirmed patients. But there's some confusion with what DPH is reporting and what schools and hospitals are reporting to us. We want to highlight 4 counties in particular. This afternoon, Fulton County Schools announced at Woodland Middle School in East Point, a teacher has been confirmed to have COVID-19. The district did not say when the person tested positive, what county they live in, and it is unclear if this number is reflected in the state's count for Fulton of 3 positive and 3 presumptive tests. The teacher last in school on Monday, and Woodland will now be closed until March 23rd. In Cobb, DPH reports 1 confirmed, 6 presumptive, but we're unclear if that includes the case we just heard about involving Kincaid Elementary School. Kincaid will be closed for the next 14 days. During the next 48 hours, staff will thoroughly clean and sanitize the entire school, including buses. No other Cobb schools are closing at this time. And as of last night, the state reported a single confirmed case in Floyd County, but late this afternoon, Floyd County Schools announced a Cave Spring Elementary employee tested positive. The school will be closed Thursday and Friday. We do not know if the teacher is included in the state numbers. Redmond Regional Medical Center, located in Floyd, told us today it is also reporting 2 patients testing positive this week. It says it immediately reported each case to the state, but again, the state numbers only list 1 case in Floyd County, not 2. We asked the state health department if there is a delay in numbers going from a hospital or county to the state. So far, we have not received an update on that question. This afternoon, Cartersville Medical Center confirmed they have a COVID-19 positive patient. Because the state numbers have not updated today, that case is not in the state numbers. Jeff.